APC primaries are full out. Well, I have here with me in the studio a legal practitioner, human rights activist, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Barrister Greg.
Good morning.
Welcome, Barrister Greg.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And of course,
you.
another legal practitioner, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Justin Orue. Welcome to TMI. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Okay.
Yes,
and he is also learning politics. The person I want to introduce, learning politics, a politician, entrepreneur, a youth leader, and of course, a very, very strong member of the APC. Join me to welcome Samuel Ehigato, aka Aras. Welcome to TMI. I appreciate you coming. I want to start off from you, Samuel Ehigato, aka Aras. You are a very staunch member of the APC. And the people like saying that what transpired yesterday is nothing to write home about. We have Hope Uzodinma, the chairman of the primary committee, so to speak. He came around and of course he read a result. That didn't go down too well with a particular set of presidents in your party. And we have a Jared Tenebe returning officer who came also to read yet another result. In course of that, reports have that he was brutalized, or some members that were there with him, they were really malhandled. Take it up from there. As a party member, what do you feel about what transpired yesterday in course of understanding the results of the primaries?
Thank you very much, Wilson. Well, first of all, as an APC member, I will congratulate Dennis Idahosa as the governorship candidate of the APC.
Don't forget we have two. Okpawolo is there also.
Wilson,
yes. Yeah.
You ask me
the question.
And you allow me to speak. I'll congratulate him. Why? You ask me that question, not challenging or asking the second person.
I can choose to drive the question. I want to drive the question, please.
Yes.
Yes.
In as much, I congratulate him. Why? Because he was announced by the authentic chairman of the committee that has the right to call results. Why so? We all got a secular. I think before the primaries and after the primaries, or when the primaries was ongoing, two secular came out. One before the primaries, people were carrying the rumor heavily that the APC have zoned the governorship to Eastern Central. The Edo Central, which was very wrong rumor. The party deemed it fit and wrote a circular out, a disclaimer to that was not zoned to any part of the state. That all candidates contesting should go to the field and contest. 1 point. That was the first rumor. And this rumor was circulating around that to organize our party members, to confuse our party members, to vote a particular candidate, which some leaders that withdrew or leader that loses out, we are trying to push ahead. That was the reason for that rumor, which was not called for. It's unhealthy for politics when you pass rumors around. Now, on the day of the election, the circular also came that all party primaries should take place at the party secretariats. And coalition should take place at the designated place by the National Working Committee. Where Hope Uzodinma, the chairman of the committee, going to call his results. Are you getting the point? Because many wards, they already make arrangements for hotels, halls, where to do their primaries. But we all return back to the secretariat to do our party primaries, which in most wards, it went peacefully and very swift. Only a situation came up that some group with the returning officer went to lodge in a hotel to be collating results without the knowledge of the chairman of the committee, without the National Working Committee, irrespective of who were there, whether it's the acting chairman, whether it's the so-called returning officers, and some leaders that were there. What were they doing?
But he is a returning officer.
Listen, what was he doing in a hotel? Was he supposed to be in a hotel or the designated place where he's supposed to be collating results, where the chairman of the committee is. So there are some certain things some leaders take ungranted. There are times we do those things before in politics. Because I don't agree with this side, we try to form a parallel situations. It is wrong. And if you listen to the statement of Hope Uzodimma, who has the right and the authority by letter from the National Working Committee to be recognized, said the only result will be recognized is those one announced by Hope Uzodimma committee. Now, he made a statement, said there was an earlier issue where the coalition should take place.
All right.
That people were trying to
manipulate the process.
Manipulate the process.
Okay.
But that he's now at the party secretariat, recognized by the National Working Committee, and he's calling the result right now here. Not the way some politicians like to do things.
I'll come back to you.
So the reason why we have a second result was, I believe, it is out of some kind of a challenge and greed from some politicians that want to give up to the process, that want to destabilize the process, that want to give the process a name.
All right.
And these are not good heading for politics.
Over to you, Justin. You heard his own account of the story. Said Hope Uzodimma, being the chairman, are respected and of course recognized by National Working Committee, is the right person to call the result, which he did at a designated center. Underline the word designated center. Take it up from there.
My esteemed viewers or listeners at home, this is another occasion for the people to see that some persons do not change, just that leopard never change its spots. It lives and dies with its spots. That's why they say leopard does not change its spots. It's unfortunate. What were you expecting? A house that is divided against itself, how do you expect it to stand? What is the designated center? How come is the chairman of the committee set up by the National Working Committee that is giving out the result? Is the returning officer, Mr. Tenebe, is he not part of the National Working Committee? Is he not the one?
Tenebe is the present acting chairman.
But is the for these APC primaries?
He's not the returning officer.
Who is the returning officer?
It's another person entirely.
Okay. He's saying he's not the returning officer. Okay. Now the returning officer gathered results and called out the result he got from the field. Only for him to be hijacked midway into the result announcement. Later, we heard that Hope Uzodimma from Imo State, who is the chairman of the committee, is calling, said, I have the result. Where did those results come from? It's a question. Where did he got those results? I suddenly said, I got the result and I called. Were the results supposed to be channeled to him or to the returning officer?
So you're saying that the results were being collated while he was calling the results?
Well, the fact speaks for itself. You understand? Right. So that leaves another lacuna in their primaries. So when the returning officer was calling result and being manhandled and another person is calling result, it speaks volume. So we, the people of Edo State, the ultimate decider, will decide. In short, I even wonder why people even go to APC to buy their form. Because we know what APC has brought to us as Nigerians, as Edolites. So today, economy, today, what we see on the street, the facts are staring before you. And you still go to that person that has fostered these things on you. You say you want to follow him from what we have seen. We are very, very sophisticated in this part of the world. Even before the coming of the Britons or the British, we were already ahead. So we are watching. What will decide? You can go and do whatever. Is their right, is their entitlement. Go ahead. But you are coming to meet us.
All right.
And we will take it up from there.
Take it up from there.
Yes.
Over to you, Barrister Odaze Greg. What do you feel about the outcome of that particular result? Don't forget, the same primaries. Nobody went out there to conduct a parallel primaries. Just when they want to call the results, that was when the problem started. The same committee, 2 different results.
Yes, it cannot be because there is a committee that's set off to conduct this election, and the same 2 results did not emanate from one chairman. So it is not correct that we have 2 results in this election, because there was a recognized chairman to conduct this election, which is the governor of Imo State. So, to be honest, the real result is the one declared by him, having been mandated by the party to conduct this election. However, the aspirants, they were not really happy with the process. In that, the election, so to say, were not free. The aspirants were not given a fair ground. So for that reason, that is why we are here to discuss all these things. That it is a kind of a selection. It's beyond an election. Because yes, Dennis Idahosa has been declared the winner, but he has to extend his holy branch to his party members, because a whole number of them have aggrieved. They're not happy. That is the work, the task he has to embark on at this moment.
So you're saying now it is what it is a one recognized according to you,
Yes.
because of the decision of the chairman?
Yes, is the National Working Committee, which has the power to conduct this election, has appointed a chairman to oversee this election and to declare the result of this election. So the result declared remains the authentic result.
Okay.
So every other result is invalid.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, before the onset of the primary, some notable personalities stepped down from the APC. I asked the same question to the first discussants, as in my guests in the first segment, so to speak. And of course, after the election result being announced by 2 separate persons of the same committee, Prince Clem Agba wrote an open letter saying that Luke is not happy with what transpired, the process. Pastor Sagezayamo stepped down a day or 2 to the primaries. Emmanuel also stepped down a day or 2 to the primaries. Do you think they saw this coming?
Thank you very much, Wilson. But before I answer your question,
Yes.
I will play a reflection to the statement of my brother. There was a statement he made that is very, very wrong. Why I say wrong in my opinion? He said, why will anybody go to APC and buy a ticket in that party that has brought us this and that and that? I'm sorry, I want to play the question back to him. Why would any Nigerians on a do line go and buy a ticket in some parties that are claiming to be the new generation party? They are not yet in government. They are already battling over 3.5 billion fraud situation. That is on the air on all sister channels. And who has me to go? The party that is not even there yet, that don't even grow legs, are claiming the future of tomorrow. And they are fighting already corruption inside their own party. Then why will I go to such a party and buy ticket and have a home? That is one question I will give to him. Let me come back to what you said. Do you understand? So APC have a lot of hopeful people to still put in the government. They have done well in Edo State, and they still have a lot of good work to finish in Edo State. It's only a pity they done well to society point. They brought a government that was expected to carry Edo State to the next Eldorado. Fortunately, we are in a stagnation for the past 7 years. It does not matter. APC still have valuable candidates that can still take this state to the next level. And we all will work hard to make sure those states get to where the dream of APC is in there for those states, irrespective of the national situation. That is one point. On the point of those that withdrew, I would like to know who's saying, I'm a party man, and in our caucus for that matter, and a leader of the party. You know, we saw things coming, but many don't see it coming. When you watch your National Working Committee body languages, when you watch the meetings they have been holding, it was of clear information where they were working towards. They won't just tell you straight, but you see the working movement already. You see the games on coming already. So they had a meeting a day or two before the
primaries,
which all aspirants went to Abuja, which the last negotiation took place. The last discussion took place. After the last discussion, some people felt it wise to withdraw back. I don't understand, from the race. It's their due right. I say kudos to them. Congratulations, they are part of the winners too. That is on one side. Why some lost out at the end? And those that lost out, they are our brothers too. If you listen to the statement of Dennis Idahosa yesterday, he said, all we need to do now, the result will be called, a winner has emerged, we all APC members are the winners. All he's going to do now is reconciliation, 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 and reconciliation.
So you're saying people that stepped out, they saw this coming?
Definitely. They are wise politicians. They are smart ones. They belong in the system. You understand me? I don't believe they were pressured out, because the people that stepped down, they are two giants that you cannot push them. They are not pushover when you come to the affair of the party, national and statewide. So if they withdrew by themselves, it's their God's willing. But the only thing I did not like is that as they withdrew, most of them did not educate their followers. Instead, some of them passed the wrong information to their followers, and which was very wrong. It was all on social media. That it has been sold to the Edo Central.
Maybe that was their mind.
Listen, it was a rumor because the party wrote
But what you said, you said they didn't give the right information to their followers.
They were passing that information, which is wrong, because the party never zoned the governorship to anywhere. So when you now pass such information, what are you doing? You are destabilizing the party. You are destroying the mentality thinking of the party. The gullible ones will fall a victim of these rumors. With the same rumor, the party wrote a letter and a circular round to disclaim that it was never zoned. So why tell your followers to pass such information?
All right.
Some even said it openly on interviews. I remember I think your team came to my unit, where my party chairman openly said it that the party have zoned it to the Edo Central. It was a false information.
All right. I'll come back
It
to
was
you.
a false information. So my opinion is now for APC is reconciliation.
We'll come to that aspect.
And every other person will be carried along.
We'll come to that
And we'll
aspect.
unite the party.
Over to you, Justin Urwe, Esquire. Now you heard him. He said it wasn't zoned, that these men, they are wise politicians. They saw it come after there was a meeting they held in Abuja, and they chose to step. But the followers, some of them were foolhardy, some of them were giving the wrong information, some of them were just saying different about everything. That is why we saw what played out yesterday. Take it up from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Wilson. I will take a quick reflection to deflect some of the most unaccountable comment from my brother in respect of, I suspect that he's talking in respect of the party I have my loyalty to. It's a mere rumor and a mere allegation.
For the 3.5 billion.
Yes, hold on.
Treasurer to be on.
Hold on now. Hold on. I know what you are saying. We know that from the beginning of Labour Party, from the obedient movement, Labour Party, the momentum it gathered, people already, some persons said, there are 2 or 3 or 4 persons tweeting in the room. But when they saw the resolution, the resolve of the people that we are undaunted. We don't stop. We move. And once we move. They began to quake. We knew what happened in the last election. After that, we knew what they did to destabilize that party. How they sponsored some persons against a sitting chairman. Now they are sponsoring some other persons to cause chaos, to make a fabricated information. We have said, okay, we are an open entity. We don't even have a record of that 3.5 billion you said that came in. However, this is our record. We are now inviting an auditor to come and audit our account, and everything will be placed in public glare. You understand? Our account is with INEC. We've played by the rules of the game. So a treasurer, it means if you say 3.5 billion is unaccounted for, where were you? You are the custodian of the money. How did you not take the money?
All right.
Complicit.
All right, now you've played that part. Now back to the question.
Yes. Now, hold on.
Please, no one talking about here. So, back to the question, please.
Coming to what APC just did, and my friend is saying there's a winner. There is no winner yet. Yes, there are two winners, and you cannot say Dennis Idasa won Okpewolo. No, Okpewolo said the returning officer announced him as a winner. Then the chairman suddenly said the next person is a winner. So we have to look for who is the winner and who determines that they go to court. There is a time frame within which you approach the court. Yes. So one is a winner, this is a winner. Who is the winner? I don't know if you understand. And the letter my friend is talking about, that there was a disclaimer. That is what we call, or I will call, constructive dictatorship.
Constructive dictatorship.
Hold on now, please.
Hold on. You are interjecting. Never interjected in yours. He has the floor.
Yes.
He has the floor. You react to all this later. Okay. Just take notes.
Not constructive dictatorship. He said that the party already have their candidate, their mind was working, there was body language that tinted towards a particular person or particular area. Then all other person that is not that person that the national leadership is treating or giving their tactic support to, they are being shut out. So because these men, according to he said, they are smart people, they saw what is coming, how the system is being skewed in favor of a particular person. What do you talk? Is that a fair play? Is that an election? Hold on. Is that that's not democracy? Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. How has the people come to play the role here? But before you go to the field, you are already giving your support to one person. Is that an election? Who does that? Would you like it? You are going for an interview. Before you approach the interview panel, somebody is already appointed. Or you see how the panel is already treated towards one of the candidates? Is that an election? Let's call a spade a spade. And he made mention of, say, the party is still marketable. What do you have when dollar is over 1,500? When the bag of rice is almost 100,000? When salary cannot buy you a full tank? Fuel is almost 700 naira in some places, some other places 800 naira and above. Just yesterday, they said landing cost of PMS is 1,000 naira. So it means a liter of oil will be sold for over 1,000. They tell me to go and vote for such a party that have brought me so much hardship. People are not shouting, we are hungry in the street. Let's call a spade a spade.
All right.
And you tell me that, hold on, Mr. Wesley, please, I have the floor. Let me speak.
But it's time bound.
Okay, you just give us the time. Please,
yes,
let me
go ahead.
You understand? If a party that came into power without consultation, without thinking, say subsidy is gone, now you are seeing the repose effect. Is that the party you want to support?
Okay.
Or is it the dollars? Is it go to market? A mule of rice now is about 4,500.
Thank you. I'll come back to you.
Over 2,000.
I'll come back to you.
I should vote for that party that brought hardship and hunger to the land.
I will come back to you.
We will resist them. We are waiting for them.
Over now to you, Greg.
We are waiting for you people.
Over now to you, Greg. Well, you heard him. He said they have two results. Someone said it's just one recognized result from Red Hope Uzodimma, but he's saying no. They have two. There is a Matthew, Okpewolo, that is Akpakumiza, that is the one. Akpakumiza, thank you. That is the one that won the result read by
by the supposed
By the supposed
returning officer.
And of course, we have one
They
also.
have the authority to read it according to their constitution.
And we have one also being read by the chairman of the committee, Hope Uzodinma. From your own angle, do they have two winners, really?
Yes, they cannot be two winners. It's only one winner. So if there is a case of two conflicting results, they're already envisaging a litigation in this in the outcome of this primaries. That is the implication. It's not by coming to her or disturbing that there are two results. So they have to, so that we know the authentic result. But so far, the National Working Committee has appointed Hope Uzodinma,
the governor of Imo State.
the governor of Imo State,
As the
hold
chairman.
Hold on, he has the floor. You react later, just take notes. Just to the way.
Hope Uzodinma.
Hold on.
Hope Uzodinma.
Hold on.
You sought authority.
Just say, Onwe Esquire, please take a note. You react. Please continue.
Please, allow me.
He has the floor. He has the floor.
Okay.
Continue.
We are not, whatever he did, he has the power to declare. He was given the power to conduct the election. So whoever that is not satisfied with the manner and ways he acted as the chairman, he also have a place to channel his grievances. And also there is also an appeal committee set up by the National Working Committee. So whatever reason, if the party in one way or the other could not resolve the grievances of the contestants in the primaries, so it can approach the court of competent jurisdiction. So I understood what my learned colleague is saying, that in the essence that the chairman, whatever, he acted, he usurped his power or whatever, but he asserted he was mandated to conduct the election. So, and again, as to the issue of some aspirant withdrawing 2 or 3 days to the primaries, it's not a heady one. Haven't purchased the form with a huge amount of money. They have also moved from one local government to another, canvassing for support. Haven't crossed the Rubicon. At the end of the day, they now put up a letter of resignation from the election. It's not easily painful, because they notice at the end that this exercise is becoming a one-way affair. Okay. That is not democracy. In democracy, it's all about freedom of choice. The party members should also be given the room to choose their preferred candidate. But that was not done. So at the end of the day, there's going to be a whole lot of issues.
All right.
And there's going to be so much task. Upbeat task for
APC.
The declared winner, the Honorable Charles Idahosa. There's going to be a
Dennis Idahosa.
There's going to be an excellent task for him. He has to approach his brothers.
I'll come back to you.
So that they can.
I'll come back to you.
Approach them.
Now, they raised 2 points. The point here is that, yes, it's true that Hope Uzodinma is one appointed by the National Working Committee to read or announce the results. Gandoji have already, congratulated the Dennis Idahosa. Yes, we got that. And of course, Mother President have congratulated him. But he said that it wasn't a democratic process. That is the reason why. What's the reason why these persons choose to step down? And from what Ore talked about also, he said, he coined it with a phrase, partial dictatorship.
Constructive.
Okay, constructive, yes. Dictatorship, that's what he used. That's the phrase he used. So now take it up from that angle.
Thank you. I'll correct that point of partial dictatorship.
Yes.
I said
You are not in my
constructive.
Okay, constructive dictatorship,
I
yes.
want to advise him. You are not in my party.
But he has friends in your party.
Listen, he does not understand the constitution of my party nor the guidelines of my party. So when you are speaking about what you don't know, allow to be corrected. My party gives the guidelines. My party set up the committee to monitor, to conduct, and to call a result of a primaries. My party also gave a strict instructions to all that the only authentic result that will be recognized is the one called by the whole Constitutional Committee.
You were specific about that.
You are not calling that instruction, that guidelines, a constructive dictatorship. That I feel, I don't know where you're coming up with a dictatorship.
Because of what he said it's been skewed away towards one direction.
It doesn't mean any direction. The party said the only recognized is this.
What about the choice of the people?
All of you go to the field. Are you all not in the field? I was in the field. In my unit, there was no fight. There was no quarrel. We did it very peacefully. Everybody shaked ourselves. We congratulated the winner. Everybody go home. In most places it was like that. So a defeat took its place. What happened? I still repeat. Irrespective of this instruction given by the party, National Working Committee, some group of people, of leaders, still decided to use money, to use their influence, to move the returning officer to a hotel, I repeat it, to a hotel, to call a result. Are you believing me, Wilson, that you are expecting the National Working Committee to accept a result called by the committee chairman in the designated coalition center, or to accept the result called in a hotel by a so-called returning officer that have maybe compromised? Because if not compromised, you wouldn't allow yourself to be taken to a hotel to go and call a result or collect a result in the first place. He would have consulted the chairman of the committee, consulted the members of the committee. The coalition, where is it to be taking place? They have to tell you where to take place. Not you to decide to swing without the knowledge of the committee and to go and call a result in the hotel. And somebody is telling us that there are two winners. There are not two winners here. Any other person that believes he is a winner, I still repeat again, there's an appeal committee set up by the party. Let them put their claims, their proofs, their reasons down to the appeal committee. And it will be handled. And I also advise you, I will believe to them and I will plead to them, they should accept the olive oil that be extended by Dennis Idausa, that he is going to be fully on reconciliation with all the aspirants and all the members of the party. They should accept the reconciliation process.
Are you saying that there will not be litigation, there won't be court cases that may emanate from this particular process?
Where court cases might come.
Yes.
Listen, that's what people don't understand. The party has a constitution. And the constitution of the party said whenever such issue happens, when it has to do with internal democracy, you go to the mechanism of the party to resolve the issue, not court first. So if you refuse to go to the party to lay your complaints to the mechanism of the party, and you think you are very fast and smart, and you run to the court, I believe they will make their Waterloo, like many other party members that have rushed to the court, and the court referring them back to the party, that it is not a decision of the party to decide the decision of
the court.
Of the party. So
okay.
Many judgments have come up that like that have never favored those that run first to the court instead of meeting the party mechanism.
Okay.
So in that aspect,
yes,
litigation can only come if probably he is not satisfied with the decision of the court. But I believe at the end of the issue, with the mechanism set on ground, those people will be satisfied.
All right.
Those people will be brought back to APC in peace, and we all fight as one family and remain one family.
Okay. Now, let me come to you, Let me said the reconciliation committee is there. And even if you go to court, they'll refer you back to Reconciliation Committee. Do you agree to that?
I disagree strongly with you.
You thought judgment, I'll bring that to you.
Hold on now. I'm a lawyer.
Yes.
With all sense of humility.
Yes.
I'm on my feet,
So
sir.
hold on. He has the floor.
Lawyer.
Just take
Hold
notes.
on.
You're supposed to have read through it.
Take notes. You react to all his comments.
I
Take
have
notes.
my own reaction.
Okay, fine. No problem. So go ahead.
You understand? When we're talking here, we don't just talk. This is a program I believe strongly that enlightens the public,
True.
educates the public. So when I talk with authority. I have my colleague here. He knows when the lawyer says I talk with authority, what it signifies. You understand? And with that at my back, I will strongly disagree with my brother. He's my brother, my elder brother, with due respect to him, sir. You know? I did what we call constitutional law. I did it for a year. And I was duly certified by my lecturer of blessed memory that I'm good to go before I graduated. So when you say the Constitution or you go to court, remember the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria made provision, Section 1, Subsection 2, and 3. It said if there is any other law, particularly Subsection 3, if there's any other law that is inconsistent with the provisions of this Constitution to the level of its consistency, it is null and void. To the level of its inconsistency with the provisions of the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. So if APC is saying that Constitution is saying this and it's at variance with the provisions of our Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, it's null and void. Now, it talks about internal wrangling or internal mechanism. Good. But why I'm going to correct is erroneous impression. There is a time limit within which you approach court when an issue like this comes up. You have about 2 weeks. Within that 2 weeks, if you don't put up your case in court, you're on your own. And this man that I said is going to, that his camp declared winner, Mr. Dennis Idahosa, Honorable Dennis Idahosa, with due respect to him, will only say, okay, I'm doing, like he said, olive branch being extended. After 2 weeks from now, my dear, you're on your own. You understand what I'm saying? So then Mr. Okpevolo, he also has his result. The duly nominated or appointed returning officer to announce result announced him as the winner, brought out result from the field and declared. It's online. You put it, can I mention the newspaper? So it's newspaper for it, not be internet.
No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Yeah.
Then somebody came from, so who is supposed to be like a supervisor or somebody to look at what they are doing? He's not saying, I am the, where did that letter come from? At what point? It was appointed the chairman to oversee, not to announce that result. He acted arbitrarily. He acted ultra vires. You understand? So Hope Uzodinma declaring that result is outside his power. They didn't give him that power to.
So you're saying there will be litigations around the court cases?
Going to court will be determined by the contestants.
Okay.
Now, on the constructive dictatorship that I used, and I stand by my way.
Okay.
My friend and my brother misunderstood me. When I said the constructive dictator, you don't need to come out to say it. You tactically prepare or scheme in favor of a particular person, giving unfair playground
to others.
To others. Okay. And that is why somebody like Pastor Osaje Ezejabu, Mr. Imaswe, amongst others, even Senator Osereme Osubo, Cleb Agba, host of others. You are telling me, come on, I don't want to say something.
I'll come back to you. So, over to you, Greg. No, hold on. Over to you, Greg.
Yes. I wish to react to the issue mentioned of the issue of eternal democracy.
Yeah.
That even when you equally go to court and all of that, that he was trying to. The issue is this. You see, being a member of a political party, you have compromised a whole lot of your rights. You have waived your rights. As some of your rights as a citizen. Then they will be oppressing you. A whole lot of things will be going on. They will be violating some of your rights. They will refer you, like that is what he's saying. They will refer you back to their internal mechanism. And there's no justice in them. There's no justice anywhere in that structure. I don't know if you get
yes, yes, I'm getting your point.
You see, ordinarily, every citizen has a right to approach the court of law anytime. You have access to court. As I'm sitting here, by one way or the other, you encroach on my right. I will approach the court. But you see, the area is relying on. That's the area the party is also relying on. That the fact that you are a member of one political party or the other, you have waived your rights. So the question now is this. If going to resolve your problem is a condition precedent in your party constitution that you must, as a party member, before you can approach a court of competent jurisdiction, you must exhaust all the party internal mechanism. You see the problem? And there's no justice.
And there's no justice.
There's no justice.
Wow.
This is the issue.
Interesting.
So that is the reason why some persons have decided not to join this, because the party they were made there to oppress you at all time.
Can I come in?
No, you cannot come in. It's not your turn yet. It's not your turn yet.
That is why Arise is celebrating. He's happy. He knows that by their own party arrangement, whoever that is aggrieved will go and exhaust, except in some exceptional circumstances. Whereby maybe your life is now at stake, even in spite of being a member of a party. You have your own life to live. Maybe the party want to kill you.
You cannot go to court.
There's a serious threat to your life.
Okay.
Then you cry out. That is the situation.
Wow.
That is the situation.
Okay, well, on one hand, about the ASA agenda, with this one right now happening in the APC, what is the hope for the ASA agenda? Do you think Edo citizens will want to say, look, we have a man from Edo South. He has ruled for 8 years. Do you think Edo citizens will want to say, okay, fine, we have another man also from Edo South that ruled for another 8 years? Do you think it's going to be detrimental to the APC? It's going to be to their advantage? Take it up from there. Samuel Higato.
Listen, thank you very much. There's one thing you have to understand. I always like to make people understand that, because my brother said, we come here to enlighten the people.
True.
That are out there. I have no knowledge of what is happening. So whatever information we're passing to them, we should guide ourselves and make sure that it's of the reality and not based on rumors. Like the issue of ASA agenda, listen, I earlier said, in the APC constitution, there is nothing like zoning. There's no specification for zoning. It is only the PAP that have zoning in their constitution. So they are bound or inbound to respect that constitution, which several times they have overridden it, even like in the case of Atiku Abubakar. The zoning was overridden, which was in their constitution. That was made Wike was very angry. Then, in APC, in as much as we don't have zoning, it is the party, the National Working Committee, the committee set up for the election, that decide the guidelines and which way we should go about our primaries. And right from the beginning, I myself, you know, wisdom, I was an ASA agenda advocate. The reason why I felt it should be good.
Okay, you hear, but no, you're no longer there.
No.
Okay.
I was because I thought it would be for good for equity and peace, to also try them, even though they are the minority, give them a chance. But as long as my party have come up with the guidelines and said there's no zoning, that all candidates have a right to contest. The only thing they did, they tried to streamline the number of candidates from 29 to about 12, which last something stepped down or withdrew before the primaries. Now, my reason being in support of the Dausa, people might not understand that part. It is not because one leader said we should go and vote him. It's not because they said the national leaders have said we should go and vote, or these people said no. There is a mantra that has been ringing in Nigeria for decades and for years, that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow.
All right.
And still at end, we still have these old people keeping leading us and keeping the youth even back again. But this time, I saw a 43 years old young man.
So that's why you're saying no.
Listen, let me talk, please.
Okay.
Let me finish, Randall. I've cut my statement. I saw a youthful, vibrant person that is sound too. And I saw his antecedent. The project is doing in Ovia. It's already come Mr. Project. And I think...
Anyway, we are not here to campaign. You're going to pay for that campaign.
I'm explaining why I changed my
your own mind. Okay.
Opinion to work for him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So in as much as that, the question you ask, if it will be an advantage or disadvantage,
yes.
Never a disadvantage.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
Because the DOSAT has roughly about 60% of the vote.
Population. Okay, fine.
Vote.
All right. I'll come back to you.
Edo North has the second population, while Edo Central the third population.
Okay.
And if we have bulk votes that came from Edo North that decided for Dennis Dausa,
But that's for the APC.
APC candidate.
Yes, let's go by this, not right now.
Yeah, to him.
Yes.
And said we like him. And the Edo South said we like him. If you go to election proper, he has stand a good chance.
I'll come back to you.
Because who we have right now, you are talking of APC. What was in the situation of a ruling party which is ruling that 9 people out of 10 were disenfranchised to even contest?
I'll come back to you.
They contested.
I will come back to you. I'll come back to you, Aras. Over that to you, Justin. I know. I will come back to you. Over that to you.
To defeat us in defeat.
Now let's talk about the Eastern agenda. He said the reason why he changed his mind is because he did his mathematics, said that Edo South, they have more population, followed by Edo North. They started to have a little, and the party says this is where they are going. And he's a party man, loyal to the party, is going to do just that, follow the party dictates, isn't it? Yes. Now, what do you feel about that?
Well, I'm sorry I will also be on the other side.
Go ahead.
My friend, my respected brother, seems to be seeing everything around his party as if the party is I don't know.
You're not here to campaign.
The only thing that goes...
about my party.
Hold on now. Please, let us not interject. We are seasoned gentlemen, so let's behave as well.
I don't use statement that will make you to interject.
Now,
I'm all over about my party. I'm here to discuss about the issue.
Yes, sure.
I have the right to speak about my party.
Samuel, but you are interjecting, please.
So
he has the floor.
Use languages. I don't use language to words.
It doesn't matter. Just take note. You react. Please watch your emotions. Watch your emotions.
Let him watch his emotions.
No, watch your emotions. He has the floor. So please continue.
Okay. So, like he has said, that the party has made their choice, and he has looked at the pros and cons, the person the party supported, or why he supported his candidate or the party's candidate. It's all about him. That is his own
personal opinion.
Yes. And he's entitled to that. It's constitutional. But I will digress or veer off that opinion that is being held by my friend and brother. You know, it is a miscalculated opinion. You see, I am going to say this. You take it or leave it. One, many things he said the man is a young man. Fine. congratulations to him. If he finally says to, because we don't know who amongst them is the authentic or the real winner.
Candidates.
Yes, somebody is saying he's a candidate, and says, so we have to wait for true determination of that. That one is already there. Then I don't want to talk so that it will not be as if I'm discrediting anybody. But we, the Edolite, we are going to decide who goes to Dennis Osadebe way. You have looked at your own permutation and you say this is the president. My dear, it is more than you look. You understand? We, Edo, how are you going to tell the Edo Central people that has a governor as a candidate? We have ordinarily the Edo Central, they are naturally PDP. Take it or leave it. That is their natural party. Now they are clamoring for a party gave them that ticket. It means all those local governments.
But they've not collected the elections yet for permanence.
No, okay. That
okay,
is,
so please,
okay.
There's a reason for that.
No. I'm just saying this in case they get it. Maybe that party that zoned it to their side, down the candidate, they get it. Are you not sure that the 5 or so local governments are going to rally round their own? That is one. Then 2, the party that just did their primaries and projected a candidate 1 year, they are already divided. In addition to that, that same party has brought us so much hunger and pain, has brought Nigeria from top to bottom, even from bottom to underground. You say we will open our eyes and still follow them? Well, come on now. They should be appealing and apologizing to Nigeria for what they have done since they came to power from 2015. When they came to power, is one APC? What Benin will say, yes, when it means that when the water is polluted from the source, the people of the community die of thirst. If APC government is bringing Nigerians this pain, and Edo State and Edolite are members of Nigerians, and you still want us to go that route? Come on now.
Okay.
Or is it the fuel that we can no more buy? Is it the roads? Is it the insecurity? Is it the hunger?
All right.
Or is it the escalation or the inflation or the poverty?
You have the last round discussion. Time. Take a look at the time right now.
No.
Please anchor. Please anchor.
No.
Please anchor.
Okay, let me anchor.
Yes, anchor, please.
Anchor. So these are the indices that we will look. We are not looking at personality. We are looking at the party.
The party.
Where are you coming from?
Thank you.
And now there is a new man in town.
No campaigning, please.
No, it's not campaign.
But I really caution him.
We have
campaigning.
No, it's not campaign.
Over that to you, Greg. Our time is up. Take a look at the time is up.
There's a new man in town.
Please anchor.
Allow me to.
Okay, fine. I want to anchor.
Yes.
We have looked at this and that, and we have seen that there is a new man in town. Let us give this new man
A chance.
Thank you. That's the Labour Party. What? That's the Labour Party. We want to give them a chance.
Over to you now. You're going to have the last line on this discussion because our time is up. Briefly, what do you feel will be the heartbeat right now for Edo citizens as it has happened in the APC as it stands? So we have 2, you said we have just 1, but people are saying that it's contestable. Over now to you.
Yes, like to me, the issue of ASAM agenda, there's nothing so spectacular about it. So what?
You are neither here nor there. You're just everywhere. But I like it.
The case is this. I am not a politician.
True.
I have made it clear. I'm a legal practitioner. So I will say it the way it is. I will not be emotional. You know, you see people are protecting their own interests. But I'm after I'm after the citizens. So the issue is this: we are looking for a candidate, an aspirant that can deliver the state in terms of good governance. That is our concern. We are not after whether it's a Benin man or Ishama or whatever. That is not the case. We are looking for competence. Somebody that have passion for leadership. Somebody that have the political prowess. We can see that the citizens are suffering. Rising cost of living. As we speak, 3 square meal in a day in this state is not sure for some persons. Even 1 square meal. So these are issues.
All right.
We need a leader, somebody that can deliver this state. That is what we are after.
Irrespective of zones.
What is zoning? We are talking about competence.
Okay, thank you.
That is what is
Thank you.
important.
I know you have so much to say, Arash. You have so much to say too, Justin. Of course, you, Greg, you have too much about 2 minutes at a time. 955, our time is up. You've heard them. You've heard them. One thing is certain. Come September, someone definitely will come out tops. Only one seat, one person will eventually emerge. The way they get to that point, it always starts with the primaries. Well, winners for now until you go to court. If you have any agreed version or anything, now you go to the reconciliation committee. If you're not satisfied, definitely you can take it to the court. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on today's shows. They're all brothers. It is not a political party affiliation. They're all brothers, despite the argument here. We'll do it again next week, Sunday, God willing. Bye for now.